So I've been making a conscious effort to spend more time outside lately, and let me tell you, it's been a game changer. So for those that don't know me, my name's Ryan. I'm a father, teacher, musician, independent and in a band. Anyway, so my life's pretty busy with work life, home life, everything. And stepping outside into nature for just half an hour a day, I've found, while on my work break, things like that, stepping out into the woods, going for a walk, really disconnecting and reconnecting has really been amazing. So here are some reasons why I feel stepping out into the wider world has been good for me. Number one, stress relief. I live a very busy life. Work can be demanding, family can be demanding. The pressure I put on myself can be quite demanding. Just taking half an hour a day to step out into the woods, go for a walk, really has been a big stress reliever in my life. I find myself worrying a lot less. I don't sweat the small stuff because stepping out here makes me feel so much more grounded. It really doesn't take long to be surrounded by the trees and such vast spaces to realise how insignificant you are and just how much bigger the world is compared to your inbox. There is nothing more humbling than realising the insignificance of your own existence. Now, on the surface, that can sound like a really depressing and terrifying thing to say, but if anything, it's quite liberating because what are you worried about? What are you actually worried about? Reason number two is improved mood. And I think part of that has a lot to do with the fact that you're not as stressed. Yeah, once I've been out and about and I reconnect with whatever it is I'm doing, whether I'm at work or whether I'm at home, once I've stepped outside and I step back into it, I find myself dealing with things differently. I feel more refreshed, positive, easygoing. I'm quite happy to take things on the chin. I also find that I'm much more creative. I think having the time to think clearly and freely means that I can process things a little bit differently. And sometimes you spend life with so much on your plate that you can't get it all down and you can't chew it properly. So having the time and the space to get out in the open and give yourself that time has been hugely beneficial to me. I usually find as well that that's so much more impactful when you're walking by yourself. When you're walking by yourself in your own headspace, you have that time to really ponder and wonder. Obviously, when you're with somebody else, it's lovely. You have company on the walk, it's nice, you can share the scenery, take it all in together, but you're thinking more about each other and you're thinking about their train of thought, whereas you need to board your own sometimes. I think it's also important to realise that you're stepping outside for some peace and quiet. And I don't know how much you can hear here, but you can hear the motorway in the background. So you want to step away from as much man-made sound as you possibly can. I think sometimes we are on call 24/7 in this day and age. Your phone's in your pocket, it's always demanding your attention, social media, etc. I feel like the more connected we are, the more disconnected we become, which is really strange. So I think reason number 4 would be better sleep. I've had much better sleep just by stepping out, getting outside. I think obviously fresh air and natural light helps, but I think there's more to it than that. So I was recently told about this book called The Nature Fix by Florence Williams, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. So I've actually been listening to it in the car on the way to work, to and from work, which seems like a bit of a cheat, I know, but it seems like a really efficient way of taking in all the information. And yeah, there are some really interesting points in that book. And that leads me on to number 5, health and well-being. So I've just got some notes here. In the book, it cites studies that have found people who spend more time in nature have lower rates of chronic diseases such as heart disease and diabetes. Also finds that exposure to nature reduces symptoms of depression and anxiety. Being outdoors has proven to reduce cortisol levels, which is likely why I'm able to wind down so much quicker on an evening. Being outside in nature is also linked to enhanced creativity, which I mentioned before. It enhances problem solving, attention span. And reason number 7, when you're out and about, you actually start looking for new places. You start wandering, you find new routes, you find new things that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. But this is probably a topic for another video. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.